Welcome to the SuperHero Sanctum, an offshoot of the PCVG in which Tetris and Waha try to pitch each other superheroes.
Each episode will be at least 10 minutes long, but each superpower may last several episodes, so stay tuned and enjoy the SuperHero Sanctum. And we're back, talking about...
We're not talking about Hobocop. Alright, we've got to figure out a better name for him. It's not Hobocop.
Okay, yeah, I know, I agree with you, it's not Hobocop. I only called him Hobocop because in my mind I think of him like a master of disguise, and the best disguise for a policeman is a hobo.
Okay, I'm actually thinking of a team of like elite SWAT like officers.
Well, like an agency within the police force that deals with...
More like a division. Like,
Yeah.
most of the time when you think of a sponsored by the government sort of agency dealing with supers, you think of like SHIELD, or did DC have an equivalent? I don't.
DC.
I don't.
Well,
think
I mean,
did.
they had the riotous police stuff and stuff like that, but I don't think they ever had like a Sentinels or a Shield or anything.
Yeah, I don't think so. Well, anyways, it's more of a
Yeah, they always had Lex
overseen-
Luthor for that, the representative of humanity, beating back superheroes for being...
Exactly, it's true. He was pretty much like humanity's only sort of defense against the superpowered and better than human menace.
Yep. I mean, even Green Lantern basically has been indoctrinated into an alien society to protect...
So, actually, that's one thing. Has Lex Luthor and the Green Lantern ever interacted in that way? I don't think
I'm
so.
not entirely sure.
Yeah, but anyways,
one,
it's
yeah.
more along the lines of like a SWAT team with pretty much the best of the best sort of materials. Like, this is military grade, but it's given to sort of regular police officers, at least in Sanctum City, because fucking Sanctum City is a hellhole of superpowered bullshit.
Yep. Due to extra-dimensional reasons, we can't reveal right now. Spoilers!
Spoilers!
Anyway.
But, there's that. In one given squad, there's at least one sort of power-suited person, because at least the military in a situation like this has access to. Exactly. The military for sure has access to power suit technology. So
well, when you say an anti-superhero force, I think of at least one mech, one sniper.
Don't say superhero, just like super. Like,
okay,
because
super,
super's
an
gonna be bad.
anti-super.
Exactly. Something
A.S.S. The A.S.S. Or the A.S.S. We need to call in the A.S.S.
We need to call our, like, sort of cop-based, like, anti-super power sort of thing, A.S.S. I'll take it.
At least for right now.
Oh no, this is sticking. They're always gonna be ass. And like it's gonna have to be made light of, and whatever we do with this and later, like they're gonna be ass and everyone's gonna call them ass, but they're actually gonna be pretty badass.
Exactly, they're gonna be badass and kicking ass and always cracking ass jokes.
Oh yeah, but that's the main thing. They're gonna have a good sniper, that good mech unit, at least several sort of regular grunt squads. Just imagine your average 6-man XCOM squad.
Oh no, exactly.
Seriously?
That's what I'm thinking. And one super. Like a minor super of some sort, but a super.
Exactly. That's where any sort of, man, what would they have though? Sorts of ESP, that'd be nice. Magic. God,
I would go
any...
either healing magic for them or an ESP like a squad leader. Yeah.
I think we've created and put out publicly our first sort of legitimate super sort of organization, and that would be A.S.S.
Yeah, this is S, sort of an organization. But you said like two regulars, a sniper, a mech, and a super.
And a rookie. There's
Oh
always
yeah,
got to
there's
be a
always got to be a
rookie.
rookie. We also should have a communications off. No, we should have two supers. One of them's ESP, who's their communications officer, and the other one is more of a frontline. I don't know. That one is and I think that super should be what's his name's ex partner. Should be Detective Valentine's ex partner. Because I think
Yeah,
they would that would be the common bonding experience, as they both went through the police academy together. They both served on the force together. They both have ideas of what it is to be a super powered individuals, and that's where they split the differences. One of them was able to coincide with it and become part of the police force with it, and one of them wasn't.
exactly. Which, and honestly, you can't blame Paradox Mans for his because he, in all honesty, we're like talking about him using it willy nilly, but we have to imagine he knows he's gonna die when he uses that power.
Oh,
Like, that's the
exactly,
whole
and like,
point of it.
and even like beyond all that, if he was to tell like the government or whatever, it would just have him sit in a room for fucking days on end watching news reports and going back in time to let him know what would happen.
Exactly. The government would use him specifically to control these
Yeah, future events,
instances.
and so he knows he can't do that. So it's a completely different than this super, and I think this super should be a somewhat like I think he should be our speed guy. Like he has
Oh,
faster than average reflexes, not like flash fast, but I think he should have like some sort of rapid reflex and rapid move.
oh man. And I didn't even manage to tell you about the speed guy that I made. He was part of the headhunters. But we'll get to the headhunters later. Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Um,
Well, do you have any idea what you'd like because the ESP I'm thinking is just, communication and all she is telepath. Very simple. And she. I use the word she, it should be a she. The mech pilot I also think should be a she. I think the
I like
sniper
that.
sniper could be a dude. We have the rookie be a dude, and then we have the two hardened combat soldiers be a mix of both. And then we just need one captain, and the captain, I don't know what their fucking bullshit power should be, but like you should, you know what? Flying, just simple flying. No, maybe that's overthinking it.
Okay, so what I've got here is a Mecha Super, an Esper, a Sniper Soldier Rookie. That might be enough, and the overseeing thing could be just the overseeing body of the police. In a hostage situation, it would be the hostage negotiator. In a sort of regular combat sort of scenario, it would be the highest ranking officer of their division or the chief of police of Sanctum City. But this is a team of 7 soldiers slash police officers who are pretty much are hopefully the best equipped to deal with any sort of super situation. And with a mech, a decent super, and an esper, they've got most of their bases covered. I can't reasonably suspect that a police organization, at least early on in our setting, is capable of dealing with magic.
Yeah, no,
Because,
not at all. And like the magic, I barely have anything on it,
I
and
mean,
it's
neither
too.
do I. I haven't made a single magic super.
I have one
Yeah,
magic League of Assassins, but again, that's later, folks.
life.
But
Um,
no, what I would think is just no, that's pretty much it for them. Really,
we
I
have
just
to
would.
describe the mech's ability at least. Like, that would be fairly standard.
Oh
Could
yeah,
they fly?
the mech,
Do they have rocket boots?
not sustained.
Alright, so they're more of a beefy one. More of a
No,
like.
not a beefy one. I'm just saying that it's not sustained. Like I
Okay.
would think it would be between the first one you see on XCOM and just the limbs that they have on XCOM. So it's like it's the limbs with some armor plating and stuff on them, and then maybe a little bit of jet so they could boost on top of a building or do like a boost forwards, but there's not enough fuel capacity in there for like.
Yeah, so like an XCOM one, but you don't have to chop your arms and legs off. So more of the Aliens one. Remember in Aliens with the like they're mostly actually working suits for
No.
industrial
I know
work.
which one you're talking about. I would even say more like not the Navi one from Avatar, but the one from the Matrix.
Yeah.
Again, I
Okay.
think it should be more like a full-bodied suit, though, like from some books I've read, just mobile infantry, like from the actual Starship Troopers book, where it's kind of a gel-lined, encased, walking mobile suit.
Okay, and oh man, I'm typing out a notepad file and I just wrote super like soup. But anyways, the super should be I want to say the first one should at least be a fast healing. Maybe that's all he's got.
Okay, I could go with that. That way he's like the frontline guy. Like
Exactly.
he's lookout, and that's exactly.
He can get shot in the head and it doesn't even matter.
Okay, so like he can be super regeneration.
We can figure out how fast later, but at least in the sense of like you pretty much have to fucking deconstruct him completely to get rid of him.
I like it. It's a good parallel with the guy that constantly dies as a guy that can't possibly be harmed.
Exactly. The Esper should be the one who sits in the van, and she should be able to see ores from a distance. Like to the point where she's sitting in the van, maybe seeing some surveillance, but mostly seeing ghosts in a building. She can see her team, she can see theirs, and she can be like, oh, hey, there's some dudes on the other side of whatever you're standing next to, like the door or whatever.
Right.
That's
But
where
like
you
that's
should be
based
careful.
on brain activity. So if they had like, tinfoil hats, you wouldn't be able to see them. Blah blah blah. Right.
Any legitimate reason to be wearing a tinfoil hat.
Yeah, exactly. Like just them doing that because they're like, oh no, the ass squad or the ass has been pulled in. Put on your tinfoil hats, boys, and then she's not able to sense where in the building.
Oh god, the Force is sending their ass at us. I'm gonna put on our tinfoil hats and oh god, I can't even fucking like talk straight. I'm just gonna kill myself here, says the criminal.
Yep. And that's why the ass is the most efficient squad out.
And then the sniper. I don't know, a good sniper. God, I don't want to make him super powered, but like
But you know
that's what
what?
we're talking
We're
about.
going to do cybernetics for that guy. He gets cybernetic eyes.
God, I completely forgot that's kind of a sort of superhero sort of thing.
Yep. So we could do cybernetic eyes and
Yes.
even something to stable his arms or whatever to make his shooting better. But I'd just go cybernetic eyes and call.
We could do that with one of the regular soldiers too.
Oh yeah, soldiers. I think we should just the body armor should have some sort of nanoskeletal structure technology in there, making like recoil reduction and so on and so.
I mean, we don't want to make our setting super cyberpunk, but we've got to imagine that part of supers is someone who's super intelligent. So there could reasonably be someone working for. I mean, hell, we talked about it earlier as far as.
Oh, are you kidding me? We can just say, "Oh, the government's always had."
Oh,
that's as easy as it is. Because not even because the government just has this. The government has this because of Ghost Hero and Apocalypse Ghost, like some fight that they recovered, or it could just be simply the government has this because most people in this day and age believe the government does. Like if we were to say, "Oh no, there's flying saucers," and then you go, "Oh well, the government's had this because of Area 51." everybody would just shut up. It's the best plot device loophole there is. The government just has technology.
Yeah, so yeah, heavy cybernetics on one of the regular soldiers. At least good equipment. I want to say the non-cybernetic soldier has at least a rocket launcher. You've got to imagine that a super, like, say you're up against some, like, superhero or supervillain that is super durable, you want a rocket launcher. Because even if they survive it, they're not going to be happy about it.
Right. I have another idea.
And then, hold on, real quick. In my notepad fucking uh, file here, I wrote down everything. Under rookie, it says you're fucked. Because that's probably just the one regular guy that they, see if they can actually handle going up against supers. And they're equipped with reasonable equipment.
Well,
But,
and it's the best training experience because they're surrounded by people who are all fantastically better than them.
oh yeah, so at least they have the ability to, they can they can take up the squad position of 3 of those guys at least. Either of the soldiers or the sniper. If they somehow figure out that they're super, like, or at least can get some sort of government-sponsored superpower, which I'm sure the government is also supposedly capable of.
Or at least working.
Exactly. Then
Like, I
that's
would
what they
imagine we
get.
have the technology, but the superheroes sprouting out was just something that took them by surprise. Which is the only reason they're like, oh, fine, we'll send out we'll unwrap our mechs that we have out in the back and put them out for you. What I was going to say is I think the ESP person and the cop and the detective should have some weird love triangle going on.
Oh God, this sounds awesome. Yeah, I think like this is the point where we should say like this is it for Sanctum for now.
Yeah, you're probably right. Alright, that's it for the superhero sanctum. Later, internet land.